to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Fields going to throw right away.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 80 yards.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn the status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs too.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Farrell. Over the middle, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Diablos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
1st and 10, Taylor now. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Fields. Gets this one to Morris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A shotgun snap, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Morris. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A running room for Kamara on first down as he takes this forward. It's a gain of 7 there on first down. 2nd and 3 coming up. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After one 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Back to the ground, it's Kamara, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now he'll escape to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here's Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Kamara, no gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Farrell
got a man open. It's Chase.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Farrell.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Farrell.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Back to throw again. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back to throw. Farrell.
A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Farrell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Again, Fields.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing on 1st down. Farrell.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the 1st half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the 1st half. It's also a 1st down.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Farrell. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
A beautiful fake.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Farrell. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Farrell.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Farrell.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They run once more with Taylor.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Taylor fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Farrell. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Diablos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Well, this is caught by Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll get this out to Kamara, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Back to throw. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
On 1st down, Fields.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Mexico City. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This from 25 yards out. Rosas' kick is good, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
Shifts by him.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the...
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
They start the drive on the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He juked him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the gun on 3rd down. Farrell. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
from 3 yards out.
And the Diablos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Fields.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Fields.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Fields on 1st down.
be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And that is no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that and a loose football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Down to about the 37.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then,